It's be the G Shaw Cipher. You already know what it is. When you see me, it's about to go down. This is On The Grind Live, where we officially doing what we do for people who do what they do on a daily basis, which is what? Grind. Why? Because they always want to take it to another level. They grind and they working. And you know we support anybody that's out there doing what they doing. It doesn't matter what industry it is. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you grind it, we want to talk about it. This is On The Grind Live. So if you see me, you see dope people. I'm gonna repeat myself. If you see me, you see dope people. And who I got a dope person. We doing it for the ladies today. We doing it for the ladies today, and it's official because we gonna get to the vocals. We gonna get to the R&B. We gonna get to all kinds of stuff that she got going on, and we gonna introduce you to her. But right now, before we do that, we got, of course, let y'all know exactly where we at again. You already know what it is, Shaw Cipher. Let's get it. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, all the bad people tuning in all over the streaming platforms. We got a dope lady with us. She's been doing some things out there in the city, recently in Atlanta. Really, just I want to talk about everything, but Essence Nicole is on the line with me. It's on the stream with me. It's on the grind with me. What's good?
What's good? What's good? How y'all doing tonight?
Oh man, listen,
Yeah,
we good. I appreciate you taking the time out to talk to us, So definitely proud of that. I appreciate that. I want to get right to it though. Who is
let's do
Essence
it.
Nicole? And tell me where Essence Nicole is from.
Essense Nicole is originally from Florida. I was born in West Palm Beach, raised in Jacksonville, and I am a hip hop R&B singer, writer, artist, healer, some of everything, all the
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to Jacksonville. That's where I'm at right now. I'm
Yeah,
based in Jacksonville, so shout out to
hey,
Jacksonville. You
do
know what I'm saying? Dude, I can't say it. I'm from Brooklyn, so I can't say it the
all
way Duval
day.
say it. You know what I mean? But the fact that you represent Duval, shout out to Duval. You know what I'm saying? And shout
Yes,
out to all the artists out here
in
grinding.
my city.
Um, so as an artist, you said you're a hip hop R&B artist. So for anybody who hasn't heard your music, can you define what Essence Nicole's music is like to somebody that's going to listen to it for the first time?
Um, Healing. I mostly talk about things in my lyrics that people can relate to, things that the world is going to feel. I'm really trying to bring the R&B back, but the real R&B, like the R&B that's going to actually help the youth
Right,
and from all the trauma and all the crazy stuff that they're listening to that's being projected onto them
right,
now, that just has the world just going crazy and the youth going crazy. um so yeah, I my music more so is just, I feel like it's going to be healing and upbeat, because I do like the hip hop sound too. I do have the R&B sound because I am a soulful singer as well.
right.
But I like to have fun too. So I don't like my music to be boring. I'm not the boring type of R&B, but more so like the real R&B stuff that men can vibe to and they'll enjoy riding to and smoking and vibing to, and things that women can as well relate to.
Right, and that's dope. You know what I mean? That means you're in a mix of a whole bunch of different things when it comes to your
Pretty
music,
much,
and you wanna,
pretty
but you
much.
wanna at the same time you always make sure that it's fun. You always make sure that it's gonna teach
Right.
you something. You're gonna learn from something. Learn something from it. So definitely something that I like. And I heard some of your songs and really been paying attention to your IG page, listening to your voice. You definitely got a dope voice, so definitely keep it up.
Thank you.
Um, but let's get into how you got into music. Like what time frame of your life did you understand that music was something that you wanted to do?
Hmm. Honestly, I say maybe about 17. I always had the gift. Since I was maybe 3, 4 years old.
Okay.
I used to be in a project with my mom, and I started singing this Selena song. Um, Let a night win all the world.
Yeah.
And my mom heard me sing that song, and she started running around the project going crazy. Oh, my baby can sing.
Mhm.
listen to her knocking on everybody's door in the hood.
Yeah.
And as I got older, I started like doing like talent shows and singing in the choir and singing at weddings and stuff like that. But I never really took music that serious because I was real shy and goofy and I don't know. It was like I used to be so nervous on stage. So
Right.
when I was younger, once I hear people like clap for me or something while I'm singing, I start laughing in the middle of me performing. So I never used to take it serious. I just used to know that I had the gift and the
Right. Right.
talent.
Right.
But once I got about 17, 18 years old, I started writing because I actually started going through stuff in life.
Hmm.
Um, when I was younger, I didn't really, I wanted to write music. I tried to write music, but I couldn't write music because I guess I never went through nothing to know what to write about.
Right.
You get what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying? So once I got about 17, 18, I started writing my first song and I got better and better and better as the years progressed, and I going through a lot, but I was still chasing the dream. And even when I was going through a lot of my storms and my ups and downs, because I've had a hard life, I wanted to give up, but it was like whenever I would try to take a step back and leave it alone and just be like, I'm gonna just work and that'll just be my life, you
Right.
know
Right. Right.
my soul wouldn't let me. It was like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would feel so depressed or lost or I don't know. It was crazy. So I was like, well, you know what? Since I'm noticing this pattern whenever I try to give up on the music, that means it ain't meant for me to give up. It's meant for me to just take whatever I'm going through as I'm going through stuff
Right.
and learn from it and let it be a lesson and let it, you know what I'm saying, turn into a blessing and take it
Right.
with me through my journey. So
Yeah, but
yeah.
you know what though? Experience could be a great hit record. You know, like
Yeah.
experience will make you write something um that you didn't know other people were also feeling in their lives, right? Like
Yep.
you know, like a lot of times when you writing your lyrics, and I'm an artist too, you know what I mean? As the Shaw Cypher came
Mhm.
from me being an artist. So when you write music, you don't necessarily think that somebody else is going to relate to it. You will hope to, right? And you sometimes feel
Mhm.
alone, but when you drop that music and it's real, you telling that
Yeah.
story, and that
Mhm.
experience, then you realize there's more people out there, and then that's how you catch the fans. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm. Yeah.
shout out to your moms. 'Cause your moms was knocking on the door, like you know what I mean, like
Man,
let
she
them,
was knocking
you
on
know.
the
I
door.
love
She was
parents
like,
like
"Hello, world! I need everybody to hear this. Y'all ain't
that.
listening. Wake up!"
Right, 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 right. Shout out to your mom for doing that. I love
Thank
parents like
you.
that to be able to really support their kid and say, hey,
Yeah.
my child's got a talent. Every parent
Yep.
usually say, check out my kid and things of that nature. But when you really got the talent and you got the receipt to
Mhm.
prove it, right?
Yeah.
Then it's
Yep.
it's it's uphill, from there. Um,
Yeah.
what is your process when you creating a record? Now that you experience some things, you learn how to write these songs. Like, how do you do it? Are you in the studio, writing a record? Is it just, when it comes to you, you got to stop and do what stop what you're doing and get to the pad, or how does that work for
I
you?
mean, I don't know. Like sometimes if I'm in the booth with it, I write something. I try to write though when I'm at home because when I'm at home as a singer, I like to learn what I'm doing and be able to study my music as well. So once I get into the studio, I'm not wasting too much studio time.
Right,
And I'm able to get in there, drop the vocals, and get out. And if I need to drop two songs, I can drop two songs in 1 hour or 2 hours because I know exactly, you know what I'm saying? I studied my vocals and
right.
at home. So I mean, but I'll write at the in the studio. It just depends. But I mostly try to write at the crib so I can, have it
Vibe
down
out.
pat.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes studios could be distracting if they got people in there that you're not familiar with, right?
Yep.
Then
Yep.
the distraction turns into lyrics that you didn't really mean to
Mhm.
write. It's not going to come out right and
Yep.
all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So I can definitely understand that. do you like stay for the engineering process? I know you say you get out, you know what I mean, you do your thing, but do you get involved in the engineering process? Because you know that's
Oh
really going to
yeah.
determine how that song comes out. So,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
most definitely. I sit right there and watch the whole time while
right,
they doing. I'm like, nah, I don't like that vocal right there. Take that vocal out.
right,
Nah, take that out. Nah, I don't like that part. Yeah, okay, now that sounds good. Then I get
right,
hyped with
right,
them,
right.
and I might do some content with the producer, like, hey, let's act the scene out of the song, and I'm gonna just start singing the whole song, get that content out. So I be like in tune when I'm in the studio. Like, man, I be in tune to what the producers love it. They be like, man, you sus, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah,
don't just I go in there and work, but at the same time, like you can see like my craft is very important to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
do like to kind of learn the background stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to know the background stuff and really get in
Hmm.
tune, you know, really get in tune with it. When you let me ask you this. What do you remember the first song you ever wrote and the name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
um,
how old were you when you wrote the song? Because the first song is always the song that sets you off, and then years later you go back and
man,
you're like, man, I don't know what that was. You know what I mean?
honestly though, my first song, man, it was raw. It was called. Dang, I got it in my head. Hold on. Do you like my dream? I'm trying to think of the title
What's
of
the
it.
title? Yeah.
I'm a ride. It was called I'm a ride for you.
Okay.
I'm a ride for
Okay.
you. It's like
Now
I'm
was
a
that the
ride for you, my love, 'cause I cannot lose you, baby. Yeah,
yeah.
it was
So
something like
is
that.
that the first song you recorded or the first song you wrote? For me, I got, you know, there's one I wrote that I've never laid down, and then there was one under my very first recording one. So talk to me about like, was that the very first song you recorded, or was that the first song that you wrote down on paper?
I think that was the first song I wrote.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first song I wrote. Now the first one I recorded was called "You Got Me."
Okay.
You got me. I still like it's crazy because I can still make hits off of these old songs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They only owe to you. They only owe to
Yeah,
you.
they're only old to me. So it was that was more. It was like a pop beat. I used to get my beats offline when
Right.
I was the first starting. It was like a pop Drake and Rihanna beat, and the song "You Got Me and I Got You."
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
wrong.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was
Y'all hear
wrong.
that? You hear them tones she be throwing in there in between, you know, letting us know that she official. You know, I'll peep that. She official.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rags to Riches Enterprise. I see you on there, tune in, paying attention. Talk to me about that.
Yeah.
I heard Rags to Riches Enterprises. You visited not too long ago. You visited my business partner, Tampa Mystic, industry's most wanted. So talk to me about Rags to Riches Enterprise and who's involved in that and all that good stuff.
Really, man, like, it's my distributor. He's my distributor. And he markets my music as well.
Okay.
BK Exotic. Shout out to BK Exotic. Um, but yeah, it's like, but at the same time, we all like a family. And just outside of him and what he does as well, like distributing and marketing, because he believes in me, he'll overextend some things as well to help, what I'm saying, my growth in my career. On top of, I have my mom, I have my best friend, I have my investors who is like people I've been close to for years as well. So they believe in me also. And, I just have support outside of just them, and yeah, my family. I think it's just one whole big situation. And yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's dope to have a team and a team that's going to be able to really support what you're doing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
especially when the investor part. These, usually when you talk about investors, they want to know the what they're investing in. They want to understand that the
Hmm.
investing in is going to work harder for their dream than they are supporting you. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
that's definitely dope. So talk about that. Like how important, like how was you able to get investors to
To
invest
to
in
work
your
with
brand
me.
and say, hey,
Honestly,
yeah, I'm gonna work with you.
grinding, working hard, putting that work in on the stage. You see a star. You see talent. You see real pure talent, and
Right,
so that's really where it came with. It was like, hey, I want to invest. You know what I'm saying? I'll throw the bag behind you, like, because I know with you, because I see it. You know what I'm saying? I can do that.
right,
Because
right, right,
sometimes people can see what we can't see. You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
In us. So yeah, that's how the investors came along, and then I had been knowing my investors for a few years. Um, and so it just made it more easier. And once they seen that, okay, now I have major distribution behind me. Now I have some structure.
Right.
Now everything is not just all over the place. We're actually doing contracts and taking everything serious. Okay, boom. Now let's go ahead and drop the bag.
Right.
So I got my concert coming up. We just trying to lock in the location and the date. But I have my concert coming up. That Krishan Rock will be opening up for me at my concert.
That's dope.
That's something that we also invested in. We're just trying to find exactly where we're going to do it at. If it's going to be here in Georgia or Baltimore or Jacksonville, because that's really where I'm trying to bring it to, since that's my city.
Yeah.
Um, but we just trying to lock in the dates to see what her schedule is as well, so we can actually start promoting it and putting it out there to the world. But we have it locked in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's something too we working on as well in the background with my
That's
investors.
what's up. Well, speaking of performances, recently you did the Music Mondays. I believe that's Coalition DJs, if I remember right. You know what I'm saying,
Yes.
in Atlanta. So talk to me about that experience and some of the feedback that you got for the people listening to the music.
Oh man, that experience was amazing. I got nothing but tens
Yeah.
from every DJ in there. I was the only one, I believe, that had the best, you know what I'm saying? Um, like nobody had a complaint about nothing.
Right,
Like
right, right.
that, it was good. It was an amazing experience, and I actually got to lock in with some people, and from my understanding, I'll probably be doing the main stage at their 16th anniversary
Hmm.
next Monday coming up. So that's gonna be a lit situation. Um, and I definitely did a lot of networks. All the DJs started following me, and a lot of them want to work with me. So it was a lit situation. And then after the whole me performing, I got called up out the blue to sing happy
Happy birthday.
birthday
Yeah, I saw that too on
to one of the
yeah,
people. They was
IG.
like, oh, we got the right person. What Miss Nicole at? What Miss Nicole at? And I'm looking around like, is they calling me back up here? Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was dope. It
So
was
they
dope.
like, yo, get you to come up here and say happy birthday. Oh, you ain't got to tell me twice.
Yeah,
Cause I love to shine. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I
right.
love to be I love to be the center of attention.
Yeah,
Give me the mic.
yeah,
Let me do it. Let me do
yeah.
it.
Definitely, definitely. So,
So yeah.
out of all the time you've been in the industry, the different ups and downs that you've been through in life, what do you feel like is the biggest lesson you've learned so far?
Man, the biggest lesson, that everybody can't go with you. Everybody,
Benny the Butcher. Everybody can't go.
man,
Right,
hey man, the circle gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller
right,
to that bit the size of a period dot.
right, right,
Literally,
right,
boop,
right,
that's
right.
it. So, I man, just hey, everybody can't go with you. Like, just relationships with people, places, and things. Period. Learning how to just say no, and learning when stuff is just being a healthy attachment, and being able to, remove myself from it. and having to heal and be okay with letting things go that's not serving my higher good. And um and also just knowing that when you're walking into something big for your life and you're so close, you're gonna lose all everything that's not meant to go with you. It has to fall in.
Right, right,
And being okay with understanding that when things are closing out, God is making room for the new. So you have to be okay with letting the old out so the new can come in.
right, right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's a fact.
that's some major experience I've been going through. And yeah, man, the
Definitely.
circle is it ain't even no circle no more, man. It
I
ain't even
know,
no.
right?
It's like this. It's just like
Definitely.
that. So I mean, I guess I'm getting close. That's what it means. I guess I'm just getting close, man.
Your latest single that you got up here on Spotify, because you know I'm looking at Spotify. I gotta go right to the streams. No, no more
hmm
generational curses. Talk to me about that song. It's self-explanatory to me, but I want to know the story behind it.
Man, that song. So the story with that song, I was in a studio one day, and I was just talking to some people that was there, and an older guy was in there, and he was just like listening to my vocals or whatever, and he was just admiring my sound. And I was just basically telling my story to my PR, because
Hmm.
at this point I had just started like meeting with her, and she wanted to know a little bit of who I am as a person. And
Right,
so he just so happened, the older guy so happens to be in a room. And me, I'm the type of person that I don't hide nothing about me. I live in my truth. I walk in my truth. Um, I'm very authentic, and I don't what you see is what you get, right?
right, right,
So I'm explaining to her my story and what I've endured and like the deeper things that I've been through, and that I'm breaking free from curses, generational curses. And as he's listening, he's like, well, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? And I'm looking at him like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, well, what you gonna do about it? What talk about it? You know what I'm saying? Talk about it. And so I'm like, I don't know what he's really saying, but I just put it together like, okay, maybe he trying to tell me, you know
right.
what
A
I'm
song.
saying? Write a song, put it out there, because
Right,
that's what I do. This is my dream. So
right,
I ended up getting a beat. My PR, she sent me a beat, and I wrote to it. I wrote to it in the studio. I wrote it in within like 24 hours, and I was like, well, no more generational curses. I'm gonna write a song about the title, because once you got the title, the
mhm.
song really come naturally. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Put
right,
it on
right.
paper is natural. Once you get the hook, everything else just falls into place,
Everything
because
is
now
there.
you know what to talk about. You know,
Right,
just stay on subject. So once I did that, the song just became just a beautiful song, and I felt my own lyrics listening to it. You know what I'm saying? After I put it down, and as I was writing, I was getting excited. I'm like, oh my god, that sounds so good. And I was like, I want to tell some of my story. You know
hmm,
what I'm saying? And because I know everybody goes through stuff, and it's something that I know everybody can relate to, because we all
facts.
have our ups and downs in life, and a lot of people are trying to break free from these curses, and then it's a lot of people that have broken free. And
Right,
so I'm like, a lot of people is going to be able to relate to it, and if they haven't broke free, what I'm saying, I'm the teacher. I don't mind teaching and guiding people to help people to understand how to be able to break free from those curses. But if you already broke free, then you really can feel the song. You really can't understand and relate. Like, damn, man, yes, I'm free. Like, I'm free. You know what I'm saying? I
right,
broke
right, right.
free. So my mom be like, that's my theme song. That's my song. You wrote that song for me. No, I did not. Stop telling the world that I wrote that song for you, girl, because I did not. But that's her theme song. My mama would tell it real quick. That's her song. Okay,
That's
mom.
That's that, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
I like writing songs about, obviously you write songs about a whole bunch of stuff, but when you really get into your personal life and people hear
Yes.
it, especially people that are close enough to say, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
Yep.
mean, it feels good. So shout out to your mom again. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Who produced that record?
Mr. Red.
Mr. Red. Shout out
Mr.
Mr. Red. You gotta
Mr.
shout out to
Red.
producers. Shout out to
Yeah,
your
shout
engineer.
out to my dog. That's my family right there. Mr. Red on
Is that the
IG,
only
Mister Red.
is that the only producer that you work with?
That I've been working with, like with my tracks,
Mhm.
like my newer tracks right now. Yes,
Right.
him.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool, cool. So let me ask you this, like, um, outside of music, is there anything else that you want to get into? You know what I mean? Besides R&B, like what else is Essence Nicole gonna do in this music industry or outside of the music industry that's gonna make her
Man,
some money in the
um,
future?
writing songs, um, acting. I'm actually about to film a Coca-Cola commercial.
Oh
Um,
snap!
I know, right? I'm
Shout out
excited.
Coca Cola.
It's some news that I just really found out about, that my manager told me about, so I'm excited. But definitely acting. I want to also travel the world and help people, teach people, and be like a guidance. I don't want to just do music. I want to be remembered as somebody great.
Right,
Um, I want to do a lot of amazing things in this world, and I know I have a lot to offer and bring to the table. And so I know music is the first thing for me.
right.
Um, but yeah, that's acting. Definitely, acting is something I really want to do, and being like a spiritual teacher as well, helping the youth and certain stuff like that.
Definitely, definitely. What do you feel like your definition of grind is?
Hmm.
You on the grind live,
Um,
so you got to give us the definition, your definition of grind. You
man,
know what I'm saying?
having your foot on the gas. Pew!
Yeah, yeah.
Non-stop, man. Eat, sleep, shit. Goddamn, grind,
Everything.
move. I gotta stay. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Motivated, busy.
right,
You have to put your best foot front forward. You know what I'm saying? You have to push yourself. Ain't nobody gonna push you like you gonna push you. So even when
right,
you don't feel like getting up, moving, going, doing certain things, you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to put it in your head like, no, that ain't nothing but the devil.
right.
And you know what I'm saying? We sometimes hold our own selves back from greatness. And you have to know when you're seeing that cycle of that repeatingness going on, and being able to know that, you know what I'm saying, okay, I have to get up. I have to keep moving. I have to keep
Right.
pushing. I have to keep going. So definitely keeping your foot on the gas. Ain't no break. I sleep when I'm dead. Like I
Yeah,
gotta every day I be on my team like, what we doing? What I gotta do next? Oh dang, I got this going on too. Like it be some weeks where I got something going on every day, or people booking me and I don't even know I'm being booked. People throwing me on flyers, using me as a face that I don't even know I'm being used. So
yeah. They be trying to use your likeness to just to get
yeah,
more.
like
Yeah,
it be so much going on, like, but definitely that means you popping. That means you lit, and
right,
that be my motivation. Like even more, let me keep going because I'm doing something right. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
So yeah,
That's what it
definitely
is.
keep your foot on the gas and stepping on their necks, and don't let up.
Y'all see it
Don't
scrolling
let
at the
up.
bottom. Follow Essence Nicole on Instagram at I am Essence Nicole. I made sure I had that right on there. That's what I was doing, trying to get that right on here. You know what I'm saying? While you were talking, make
Yes.
sure I had that on there. Yo, so outside of Instagram, where else can they get a hold of you?
Um, TikTok, Essense Nicole 25. Facebook, um, YouTube, Essence Nicole.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's how you got to do it. You got to make it easy for them to find you. You can't be putting out names. People got to figure out how to spell and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if
So,
I'm,
or it's different everywhere. Definitely. Any shout outs you want to give to the people?
um, yeah, shout out to my team, shout out to me, shout out to my kids, shout out to my mom, my manager, my PR, and, and yeah, my fans. You know what I'm saying? My supporters, my fans.
Yeah, 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 definitely. Well, listen, I appreciate you, jumping in with us, tuning in with us. You on the grind. I'm definitely proud of what you got going on. Make sure y'all go check out her music. No more generational curses. Go to Instagram. Go to Spotify. Give her those strings. Bipolar love. I see that on here. Matter of fact, right quick, talk to me about bipolar love. Like, talk to me about that. Like, what's that about?
Um, Bipolar love is just something I just know. Everybody in the world, we all fuss and fight with our spouse and our partners,
Right.
and then we love them again the next day. So deal I came up with like, I want to say something, talk about bipolar love. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I used to be toxic, you know what I'm saying, back in the day.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I just
Yeah.
like I like to write music that's relatable. It's a pop song. I do have like a TikTok there too. Y'all can find it on TikTok as well and on Instagram. And y'all girls go ahead and do the dance. Let me see y'all bipolar love TikTok dance.
Okay. Definitely get into Definitely get into it. Well, listen, I appreciate you, John. Taking time out with us. Any last words you want to say before we get out of here?
Happy New Year's. I wish everybody in the world prosperous, abundant, successful, positive, high vibing year and many more to come. And peace, love, and light.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what you can't get no better than that. On the grind live, Shaw Cipher,
Nope.
Essence Nicole. You already know what it is. We out.